Hi, I'm going to do a little tutorial here on how to get the best out of your bouncing. A lot of times people don't realize it, but when you're bouncing, it's the same as when you're running. Or walking at a fast pace. So let's say you're on a treadmill. So I'm on a treadmill and I'm walking, but I'm holding the rails. I'm not going to get the optimal steps. So it's going to be the same thing with bouncing. Now, I've really improved my bounce. I like to get faster and faster. I don't think I'll get any faster than I am now. I average a 7-minute mile. So what I want to do is give you some do's and don'ts. Number one, do concentrate on what you're doing. Don't be sidetracked. Don't watch TV when you're bouncing unless it's for a leisurely one. If you want to improve your bouncing, you have to concentrate on that. I do the same thing. I never watch TV while I'm bouncing. I'm thinking about my muscles and I'm working them. I'm moving my arms. The same as when I do strength training or all my workouts. I'm concentrating on the muscles I'm using and my form. So that's what we're going to be doing with the bouncing. And oftentimes what I see is this. People come up and they're bouncing. Their arms are just hanging here. They're not moving their arms. And even if you do the healthy bounce, and I'm doing this, I am not going to get the maximum amount of steps. So what I want everyone to do is to concentrate on what you're doing. Don't be focused. Don't be talking to your husband, your kids while you're bouncing. At least a few times a week, I want you to concentrate on the bounce and how the bounce feels. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you like this. So I'm bouncing. See, my arms are barely moving. I am not going to get the steps in. So, and there's one other thing I got to say, and that's your music. Now, I use a lot of remixes for my classes, so I pick music that's 135 beats to maybe 140 beats per minute. Now, so let's say you're running, and you're running. You're going to be moving your arms. So every time you come down, your arms are going to move, right? Now, it's the same principle when you're bouncing. So if I'm going super fast, and my arms are going to bounce exactly the same. So I'm going to show you, for instance. Now, what we're going to do here, every time I land, my arms move. So even if I do this, and I'm doing the healthy bounce, watch. Kind of like this. Moving the arms. So you don't have to go fast. But now, if I want to go a little faster, every single time I land one or both feet on the mat, my arms are moving with it. So you can do a healthy bounce. So as I do a healthy bounce, my feet aren't coming up. But you've got to move them arms. Sometimes I do this, but I'm always moving my arms. My feet are not coming off the mat. And around. Go a little faster. I'm always pushing. Got it? Always move your arms. Now, when I want to go a little faster, what I like to concentrate on is I'm always moving my arms, both of them. I try not to do this either, because when you're running, that's how I'm going to run. That's how I can go super fast. And another hint and I've said that in a lot of my videos, is you're going to, if you can do a regular bounce, this is how you would do it. But if you are on a healthy bounce, it might be a little bit harder. So all you do, you lean forward a little bit, and I'm gonna tuck. Every time I come up, so I'm just gonna bounce like a healthy bounce, watch. I'm crunching. So you gotta crunch your abdominal, but you're gonna lean forward a little bit. When you lean forward a little bit, that's going to, my watch thinks I'm working out. So you're going to lean forward a little bit, and you can do a little bit of a crunch. Now I'm going to show you. So I have my left foot, to your right. All we're going to do here, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go a little bit faster. I lean forward. Every time my foot lands, my arm's going. But I'm going to tell you what, it's a much harder bounce. And I'm pretty much not coming off the mat much. And I switch it. This would be a healthy bounce, but it's a lot more intense. Now, if I do this, and come over here, you're not really putting the effort in. It's like having a little stroll in the park. So if you want to really pick it up, make sure, even if I'm here, and like this morning, I got up, I worked out, I was tired, I didn't feel that great in my belly, I was like, oh, but I still bounced. And I think I got, I don't know, 8.5 minute miles in, but I was still moving my arms. Now as I'm talking, I'm moving my arms like this. And I'm still doing that little bit of a crunch. And the faster the music, now the music I have here, you can have on YouTube. I like to listen to some of the 80s rock, but I always have it in a remix. So watch, this is what we're gonna do here. See how my arms are moving? Push it. Push it. I got myself leaning forward. Push it. Now when I do this bounce, I can do 35, 40 minutes straight. I don't stop this beat. Now watch, I can tell you what, my heart rate gets much higher versus just or doing jumping jacks. But you can do this. So when you see me post those, my activity, now you get 7-minute mile, this is what I'm doing. See? I'm pushing it. Push it. I hope you understand all that. See, when I cool it down, my arms aren't pushing as much. But all your goal should be is to bounce a little faster. And that really gets my heart rate up. And you're leaning forward and crunching. When I lean forward, like that, it's gonna work your core. Also, get your heart rate up. And there's a lot of times I stay on one leg. Like if I stay on the right, the other one's not even barely touching. You can do this too. Push it. So the key to this is to move faster is you're going to, every time you land, your arms are moving. Don't have them idle at all. Always have them moving. That's what's really going to get your heart rate up. And you can also bring them up here, push them up to the side, however you want to do it. But constantly be pushing. Now for the healthy bounce, I stay down. I move out versus this. Your activity device isn't going to record this, but watch. You don't have to go as fast as I do to start. But I'm going to tell you what, when I get done with 30 to 40 minutes of that very fast bounce, I'm spent with it. So I just wanted to give you some tips on how to make the best out of your bounce. Think about the muscles you're using. I'm always thinking about the muscles that I use. Always. I never work out, watching TV, talking to somebody. I am concentrating on my muscles. And I want to get the best workout that I can. And the only way that I can do that is by concentrating. So even if I come and I'm doing a stretch and I'm coming down, I'm thinking about the muscle I'm stretching or how I am working. Always. I don't think about, have a checklist. I don't think about what I have to do throughout the day. My mind is 100% on what I'm doing. That's a mind and body experience. Your brain connected to your body. If you put those two together versus mindlessly bouncing, I'm watching TV. And that's okay to do. I'm not saying that's not a good thing to do, but if you want to get the most out of your bounce and your muscles and everything, think about the muscles you are using. When I'm here, I'm thinking right here. My right leg, the quad, but basically my glutes. Then I feel the sweat pouring down. I'm thinking about pushing myself. That's another thing. I always push myself. I can work out by myself for 3 hours in the morning and I push and push and push as hard as I can. There are a couple days a week I don't push as hard. Those are kind of like my rest days, even though I'm working out. So I want you to think about that. Every single time you land, the arms are moving. Like that, just right to the beat. And the faster your music, the better it's going to be. So I feel really good at getting 4 miles in 21 minutes. I've seen some people, I don't know, take a half hour to go a mile, and it's because they are not moving their arms. So I would like to do a challenge to actually challenge people to post some of their stats from before and see how they can up it by just keeping these few things I told you in mind. So I hope you have a great day.